Hey everybody, today we are gonna go over a little about a Kukulkan OP build. Now I've kind of already gotten started just because I didn't want to bore you guys with building up the triple stacks. Now I will start off in saying this build will not work in a ranked match. Just stacks up, it's just really not gonna work too well. As you can see, the main build, you're gonna want your power boots, your book. We're just gonna go over this here. I'm sorry. Your shoes of magi. This won't work without those ones. Now you can change the order of this if you want to do it. Like I said, it's a fun build. You can use this in like casual joust or an arena. But if the full build comes up, no one really stands a chance against you. Especially on 1v1, as long as you don't miss your hits. Now, Warlock Sash is something I usually put up first, just so you're building the most stacks. It's going to take the longest to get. Because at 100 stacks, plus you get plus 6 magical power per stack, and your health goes up. Now, I usually go boots after that. Build as far as that goes. Now there is no cooldown in this build. Our Cuckoo doesn't really have a long cooldown period to begin with, so I mean I really don't worry about it too much. Go with Doom Orb next. The plus 2 magical power per stack at 50 stacks. As long as you don't die, you don't lose your stacks, but you're only gonna lose half your stacks. And if you're killing minions, if you do die, you'll get those stacks back real quick, and it's not a big hit to the build itself. Rada to Hoodoo. It increases your magical power by 25%, plus it gives you 125% magical power. I'm not really worried about magic points as far as I was concerned. Now, Spirit of Desolation. This also works when you kill a god. All the stuff's basically immediately back up, and it happens every 30 seconds. So if you're on a great killing spree, every 30 seconds you get your stuff back. Plus 125 man, all your mana. So once you start building stacks on this, I will sometimes, depending on how magic goes, put this last, which you can stay in lane forever. Basically until you get the gold to go back and get what you need. You won't be back in to get an item. Simple as that. Now there's not a lot of penetration in this. However, you do hit hard, and as you see, it's 1,064 magical damage. Straight damage out of 900 supposed, so it's basically an OP build. It's more than they say it's supposed to get. You have way a lot. You're hitting so hard. The only thing you're not gonna hit so hard against is like a warrior or guardian, but your one ability is still gonna be hitting extremely hard, even if they have magical protections up. You're still gonna be hitting them for 300 to 400. A pop just on your one ability. Now, here's your one, just on a hit on an unranked. He probably doesn't have any armor on, just the Odin guy here. I mean, that was just 1,029 plus 289 basic. So you're looking at 1,300 damage just on a one, and then you see the one's back already. I mean, you go up here, hit raw. That's 1,038. Raw's dead. As far as your tornado clears go, I mean, your tornadoes, if they are caught in this tornado, it's pretty much over for them. There's 210 tick. I mean, that's just one basic away. Even with armor, you're still going to be doing, even with a lot of magical armor, I've noticed with this build, you're going to be doing 98 to 110 tick. So it still works out really well. If you hit your tornado with your one, it's just over in general. You drop your tornado on him if I don't miss. He walks back into the tornado and he pretty much dies. As far as your ult is concerned, this ult is just beast mode. This will 100 to 0. A lot of warriors too is 100 to 0. A lot of warriors if they're going all damage builds. And as you can see, the tick down goes down for that. We'll just ult this guy. 2,077 damage. Like I said, this build will not go. I mean, you can even basic someone. Like I said, Raw, he doesn't have any armor on, but still, it's going to be tons and tons of damage. This is just a fun build with him. As long as, I mean, he can still push really well with his tornadoes as far as minions are concerned. I mean, if you're still trying to control minions and be involved in some team fights with him, you can still do that with him. Basically, it's a worry. I call it a worry-free tornado. You can drop it, fly away. This tornado will drop and in two. Now you're still gonna have a little problem with fire giants, stuff like that. You can kind of solo them if you're really careful, if you make the counts right. But as far as a gold tree is concerned, every time, I mean, it's nothing.
They can't escape us.
To a gold fury, he takes nothing. As far as relics are concerned, it's kind of a given just due to his sprint ability. I call it a sprint. It's gonna remove your slows anyways. But so far, yeah, this is an OP Cuckoo build. It doesn't really get any higher than this. I've done multiple combinations, multiple different ways, different stuff. But this is a triple stack OP Cuckoo build. Everything that I've looked up and tried to find, this is the hardest you're going to get a Cuckoo to ever going to hit. He's not going to hit any harder than this. Now, it doesn't have a lot of pens, so against a Guardian or you go up against a Geb or things like that, you're not going to 100-0 them. Not many gods can, but you're still going to do a decent amount of damage to make them think twice about coming in on you. But you're really not going to get a kill. You're really gonna have to work on it. But I still will 1v1 with a Cuckoo. But he does hit extremely hard. And they can have all the magical protection in the world. You're hitting so hard that it's not really gonna matter. But it's great for lane clearing. The worry-free tornadoes. You just drop tornado, turn around, go get another team fight. Like it's still a 7-second to 8-second cooldown for him, and your basics to do 289. And even if you're losing control of minions that are ahead of you, you drop a tornado out, it's gonna clear everything out. I've gone over this Bologna stuff like that, and they still think twice. Loki's with this build, no problem. Even if you're not fully stacked yet, about halfway up. If you can get your tornado off on yourself like this and a Loki's hitting you, this tornado will pretty much kill a Loki in general. The moment they get on you, if you live through the initial hit, the stun, you drop a tornado on yourself, it's going to 100-0 a Loki. Simple as that. You really don't have to worry about that too much. And if it doesn't 100-0 him, he's not going to have much health left. He's going to be one basic away from death. So it's also going to make Loki think twice about really coming to hit you or ult you. But if you're playing Cuckoo right, you really shouldn't worry about Loki too much. And I mean, like I said, a lot of assassins, once they realize how hard you're hitting them, they really won't mess with you. But just a word of advice, if you see the assassins coming other than Loki and they're trying to come get you, drop a tornado on yourself. They're gonna run into it, and it's a 1-for-1. You're either gonna kill them after you die from just a tick damage, or someone's gonna knock them out as they run away because you just did so much damage with that tornado in general. They're not gonna live. So a kill for a kill is not gonna win a match. So they should start leaving you alone and go for someone else if they're smart. But yeah, this is the OP Cuckoo build. Well, hopefully you have fun with it and enjoy.